Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Meredith E. Phillips, and today we're going to be looking back at the month of February. I can't believe it's already over. And looking ahead to the month of March to see what I got done, what I didn't get done, and my goals for the month of March. Happy March, by the way. It is March 1st if you're watching this video the day it goes live. Before we get into the video though, I do want to make a programming announcement. There is not going to be a vlog on Friday. There's not going to be a video at all on Friday. I had planned to film one yesterday, Saturday, and some other things came up and I ended up not filming basically anything. And then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna, and I'm like freaking out. And then I was like, what was your word of the year again? Oh yeah, it was balance. So I was like, you know what? We're not going to worry about it. We're just not going to do one. And it'll be fine. So no video on Friday, but it's fine. We cool. I've also been feeling just super distracted, as I'm sure a lot of you have been, with all of the horrific things happening in Ukraine over the last several days. I've been watching a lot of news and reading a lot of news. I'm just, it's not a good situation, obviously, and so I've been just inundating myself with information and news and all of the updates and things like that, which is very distracting. If you're like me, you get all of this news and you're like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with this? Like, I want to help, but it's so hard. You're so far away. What can you do? There are a lot of things that we can do to help. There's a ton of different organizations that need monetary donations, that need clothing donations, that need household good donations. So I'm going to link below to some verified, legit groups that are really sending things to Ukraine and to the Ukrainian people to help them. There are, of course, a lot of really shady organizations out there. You don't want to donate to those because you don't know where your money's going. So if you're gonna send anything, please do your research about the organization and make sure they're legit before you start sending things there. So anyway, I will link some below that I found that have been vetted and are official and legit if you're interested. And yeah, just praying for peace over there because we don't need this. We don't need this. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a little February wrap up and some March goal setting. We'll start with the writing because of course this is a writing channel. So let's see what I did in February in terms of writing. Well, I did do some writing. That was good. Well done. My main goal for February, because of course if you're new around here, I took December and January off of basically everything. I didn't do any writing in those months, and February was supposed to be the month to like get back into it, start writing again. I didn't have a specific goal in terms of like word count or number of times I wanted to write during the week or time I wanted to write. Like I didn't have any kind of really set goal. I just wanted to get back into the habit of writing. Now, did I establish a very good writing habit in February? No, I did not. If you've watched any of my vlogs over the past couple weeks, you know that it's been really hard for me to find time to write during the week, and there's just a lot going on right now that's making it difficult to write. So anyway, I did do some writing. However, I did not get into any kind of consistent writing habit again. And at this point, I'm really taking it day by day, week by week. I'm writing when I can, and I'm trying not to be too hard on myself when I don't get to it. My original goal back at the beginning of the year in my 2022 goals video was to have the second draft of my book completed by the end of March. And we are now in March, and I'm barely at the halfway point. Is it possible to finish this book by the end of March? Yes. Is it likely that I will finish this book by the end of March? The chances are not great. So again, like I'm just gonna do what I can. I really would love to have it done. I'm so tired of being in drafting mode. I want to get to like, I don't know. I want to get beyond this stage. So I hope I can finish by the end of March. I'm not super hopeful that that will happen, but you know, we'll see how the month goes. My other goals for this year have included reading goals. At the beginning of the year, I said I wanted to try to read 50 books in the year 2022. We're of course only 2 months into the year. I'm a little behind on that kind of a reading schedule. I'm not reading as much as I have in the past. And again, like I'm not rapidly working toward 50 books in the year. Like, if I don't hit it, I'm not going to be so sad about it. But I have read several books this month. And on the day I'm filming this, it's Sunday the 27th. And so I still have 2 days. I'm pretty sure I can finish the book I'm currently in the middle of. So far this month, I've read 3 books, which, okay, I'll take it. Not my best, but certainly not the worst. I'm currently almost finished with this book. It is Georgette Heyer's Regency World. I told you in my last vlog, if you watched that. I'm trying to read some actual, like, history books about the Regency and Victorian era in England, because I'd love to write a historical romance at some point, but I feel like I don't know enough about the period to really do it justice, you know? This book is so good. Highly recommend if you're trying to write a historical romance set in this period, or if you just like historical romance, or even if you just like stuff like Jane Austen, you know, Pride and Prejudice era stuff. If you really enjoy that and want to know more about the period, this is very simple kind of writing. It's not like history textbook writing, but it's super good. It's really interesting. There's a lot of stuff in here that is just fascinating to know about. So I'll put a link to this below in case you're interested, but I'm very much enjoying it and I'm almost done with it. So I'm hoping if I finish it today or tomorrow, it'll be 4 books for the month instead of just 3. In terms of social media, I have kept up with the videos, except for the video I'll be missing this Friday, which I'm not super concerned about. And I did sort of give up on Instagram back at the beginning of the month. I just felt like it wasn't doing anything for me. It wasn't doing very much for anyone else. And why bother? I would like to restart my Instagram posting, but I don't want to do that until I feel like I have a better idea of what I want to provide for the people following me. What value am I providing for them? I don't know yet, so I'm not going to start posting over there until I have a little bit better idea of that in my head. For the month of March, again, I just sort of want to maintain posting videos as often as I can. My typical schedule, of course, is Tuesdays and Fridays, but like this Friday, you know, things happened yesterday I wasn't expecting. It was actually really exciting. The foster mom who had Nahan and Jade before, oh, there he's been sleeping back there. Hey, puppy. Hi. Yeah, you being a good boy. The foster mom who had Nahan and Jade before we adopted them has been wanting to stop by and see them again, and just her life has been crazy the last couple months, and she texted me yesterday morning and was like, can I come over today? And I was like, yes. So she was here for a little while visiting with them. The dogs went nuts. They were so excited to see her, and it was really nice getting to see her again, and you know, she loved seeing the dogs. So anyway, I kind of got distracted with that, but anyway, that was a long tangent. All that to say, yeah, I will be doing Tuesday, Friday videos as long as it is in alignment with my attempt to maintain a balanced sort of life. In terms of personal goals, I think I've been actually doing fairly well in the month of February. One of my goals was to go on walks with the dogs every single day, unless it was like raining or gross or something outside. And I've been doing really well with that. We have missed a couple days. There's been a couple days where it's been like raining really heavily, so I'm not going to go out on that. But most days when it's been a good day, we've been out for walks. So yay for that. The other big goal I have for myself is eating a lunch every day. And I've also been doing really well with this, like really well. There's definitely several days in there where I was eating like a bagel or like snacking on stuff instead of having a lunch. But the vast majority of days I have eaten a good lunch for myself. Well done, well done. I did take a 3-day weekend over President's Day weekend, which was really nice. That was one of my mental health goals, was to take a 3-day weekend at some point during the month. And it was great. I spent that extra day off just lounging around, doing whatever I wanted, did some reading. It was a lot of fun. For the month of March, again, I just sort of want to keep maintaining that, especially with the walks, because you know, I live in Houston and I'm betting by the end of March, it's going to be getting a little toasty down here. And I don't like toasty. So I'm not going to want to go on a walk as often, but you know, we've established the habit. The dogs know when it's walk time. They know. So hopefully I can maintain through the month of March. The other sort of personal goal we had for us in our house was having some landscaping done in our backyard. It's basically a giant puddle anytime it rains, and so we had gotten quotes for some landscaping work all the way back in November, and then December, January were just crazy. And by the time I got back to some of these companies, they were booked already all through the end of March. We were hoping originally to have the work done in the first quarter, but we were busy with some other stuff and didn't get it booked in time. So it is now booked. We put in a deposit with a company and it's supposed to be starting, the work is supposed to start in mid-April sometime. So I'm happy with that. I feel like that's something that we've sort of like half checked off our list. It's set up and all we have to do now is basically wait for them to be available to come out here and do the work. So that feels very good to have done. One other really exciting personal thing that happened this past month was I was able to get in touch with the lady who fostered Jade while she was still in Saudi Arabia. She was rescued off the streets by this beautiful lady who saw her in like a park kind of area. She was being messed with by kids and she got her. She was all mangy. I have a picture of her if you want to see it. She looked so sad and scraggly. But anyway, I got in touch with this lady who ended up fostering her for several months in Saudi Arabia before they could ship her over here. And it was really nice. She was so excited to hear from me and know that Jade was doing really well. She sent me some extra pictures of her while she had her over there. So that was really fun to be able to connect with her. We are looking into some dog trainers for the dogs because Jade especially be a little crazy. We just need some help. Like, I've never had dogs before. I don't really know what I'm doing in terms of training. So hopefully we can find a trainer in the month of March and get things booked and scheduled and all that kind of stuff. And don't worry, we are looking for trainers who use positive training methods. We're not about shock collars or all that kind of disgusting crap. So yeah, we're looking for good people here in the Houston area who can help us train our dogs. So that was my month of February. That's what I'm going to be trying to do in the month of March. I hope you had a good month. I hope it was productive. I hope you kept a balanced life and you're not feeling stressed out too much or too overwhelmed by things. Let me know in the comments how your February went and tell me one big goal you have for the month of March. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays except this Friday because of the things I already talked about. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Well, if my printer will shut up, I'll start filming the video. It's not printing anything, it's just making noises.